They're creepy, they're scary, and they've got a hold of your kids. We call them horror books, but publishers call them pure gold. If you thought you could protect your children from ghoulish images like this simply by keeping them out of movie theaters and away from television, look again.
His arms and legs dangled lifelessly. Lindy, Chris called, his throat dangling with fear. Is he alive?
That's probably the most popular requested book at this time, of the horror novels. The scarier, the better.
I shut my eyes and held my hand over my mouth to keep from puking or screaming.
The kids like these books because they're a lot like a roller coaster ride. You pretty much know what's in store for you before you get on.
But not everyone is smiling. Some psychologists and parents warn that while children may be interested in these types of books, doesn't necessarily mean they're good for them.
I think that a child who reads a great many of these kinds of books and has a steady diet of them, probably that is very healthy.
But authors say don't judge these books by their covers. Christopher Pike has written 28 books and has been called the Stephen King of teen horror and mystery writers.
It is true. I do have some violent scenes sometimes in some of the books, but it isn't the books. Like I said, I use the example of The Lord of the Rings. The Lord of the Rings, by token, considered a masterpiece of modern literature. But has some very violent scenes. But that does not define the book.
Pike receives up to 400 letters a week from young fans. Many tell him how his books have helped them cope with difficult situations in their own lives. 18-year-old Christina Lordsden, who's been writing to Pike since she was in the 8th grade, defends her favorite author.
Well, actually, my parents are really strict, especially my mother, about violence, but she actually read some of his books, and she loved them. She didn't even, let me watch cartoons when I was little or anything like that. But she felt that his books, because of their message and the creativity involved, she likes them.
Authors suggest that parents read these books before they judge them. One bookstore manager agreed, adding one positive side effect these horror books have on kids: they entice them to read.